Welcome to the Terrace Balloon Man channel on this beautiful spring day, and today I'm going to show you how to make a very basic moose balloon. It is of course a very famous Canadian animal, and what could be a more Canadian setting than all this snow. Now if you're going to be making balloons in an outdoor setting, you absolutely must dress for the weather. There, that's better. This is how a Canadian does it. Come on there, assistant.
Canadians don't do this.
We're telling them that we do this.
Canadians don't do this. Canadians wear jackets all the time.
Shh. Assistant.
Yeah?
Hold that moose. Crap. I left my balloons in the house.
Hi, it's me, Angelica. I'm just following the camera for a minute. And let's see if I can reach it up to there. Reach up here. Sorry. This is the whole house, and this is my dad.
This is what happens when you leave your children unsupervised.
I'm showing them the roof.
Climbing on the roof of the bus. Whoa.
Daddy lost his shoe.
Okay. My feet are very, very cold right now. So, for this moose here, I like to start with the body, use a chocolate brown, and I start from the back end. Normally we start in the front, but this one I like to start from the back. Here you go, assistant. And I don't have my pump with me.
Got up by hand.
Get about that much air in it. Start with a very small bubble in the back. This is going to be the tail. Moose have a very small tail. Now I know they have very long legs, but you got to do the body in one balloon, so keep them small. Okay, that's very basic. If you miss that, just rewind it. Take the tail and stuff it through the legs. That will make sure the kid can't undo it. Keep it soft, squeeze as you go. Make it a short body and legs about the same size as the back legs, which is just one bubble like that, another bubble like that, and you link them together.
Daddy.
Assistant, bring that moose back. Now, no matter how much of a rush you're in, you always take this one and push it through the legs, because some kid is going to twist that apart and you're going to be forever fixing it. Now, decide how long you want the neck. Doesn't have to be too long. Keep an eye on how much space you have left here.
Just this long.
Okay, watch out, young lady. Now, I'm going to make a bubble here that you're going to pinch twist. It's going to help give support to the face and the head. Then you make a bubble about that long there. That's going to form part of the head.
Make a female. Daddy, make a female.
Make a bubble here and pinch twist it.
For it.
Yes, I could, but they didn't have no antlers. Now I'm going to make another bubble here.
Girl here.
So you're making two pinch twist bubbles for the top of the head to hold the antlers in place. Okay. Now you're going to come back down here, make it the same length as that, and make another bubble to pinch twist it. And I'm almost out of space here. I can only get a couple twists left.
Stop.
Okay. So those two go together. And now I got to make another bubble for here. I know. And this part here, before I can pinch twist that, this is really tight. I got to break this off. So try to get just the tip of it and snap it if you can. Let the air out, tie it off, and then pinch twist this here to make the other side of the head to give it support. Okay. So you're left with something like that, and just give it to the kid. And then, and I know it's not finished, and they might say something, then you can think of something funny to say to them without insulting them or their parents. But here you go. You can hold on to that, and we got to make the antlers for it. And you can leave a bit of a tail there because you're not going to use the whole thing. And this design is designed to be is meant to be fast. It's not meant to be super impressive or anything. So make a loop and a bubble that you're going to pinch twist. Then this part of the antler here, give it a curve. Ah, assistant, bring me the body.
This would be his brother.
Anyway, take this and twist it into the top of the head, where those bubbles are. Kind of like that. Give it a curve. Make it about the same length as the other side. Make a loop, just like that one. And a pinch twist of bubble here, just like that one. Like that. Break off the excess, you don't need it. Tie it off. Adjust these bubbles on the top to make the antlers sit the way you want them to sit. And then call your assistant to hold it. Assistant.
You don't need to tell me twice.
Okay, so that's what you got so far. Come back here. There you go. You hold on to that. Stay here. Up. Stay. I need it. Come back here.
You have to come catch me first.
Sometimes you have to chase the kids down, apparently. Cold. Okay.
You gave me a cold butt.
Oh, hang on. Okay. My feet are absolutely freezing right now. Assistant, hold this. We're running out of time. These will be the eyeballs. These will be the eyeballs, and you keep them fairly small. Okay. This is what you have left. This body and a round balloon that's been pinched in half. That's your eyeballs. Push this nozzle end through there, up there. The bubbles are on this side, and you push the nozzle through here, and just hook that around the top like that, and stuff it out of sight. Okay, those are the eyeballs. Now, this next part here, this is what really makes it, because moose are known for having a real big bulbous nose or face. So you take a dark brown, chocolate brown round balloon, give it a big oversized head, face, tie it off, and tie this one not at the top end, but you tie it in the bottom part. This will give the face a good shape. Okay, twist it around, and then if it's still kind of too loose, you take this whole piece here and twist it around. Just roll it, and then adjust everything. Put these side bubbles here in their proper place on both sides. Have these in their place. Adjust the antlers the way you want them. And then that works for a moose, and yes, it can be done very, very quickly when you're not standing in the snow freezing your feet. So take your marker. This marker is running out of ink. A darker marker would work better. And my youngest daughter pointed out they always need nostrils, even though you can barely see them on the chocolate brown. You need nostrils and a mouth. So there you have it, a very Canadian balloon animal done in a very Canadian setting. And up there you see a very Canadian girl disobeying her Canadian father, climbing on top of a Canadian school bus to get a Canadian balloon animal, a moose. Well, hopefully that was useful. Now I'm going to move inside, and I'm going to show you a couple, where it's warmer, and I'm going to show you a couple variations of different things you can do with this design, using maybe some different balloons in different colors. But first I have to go rescue my daughter from the top of a bus. This never happens in real life to anyone.
No, this is happening for real.
Okay. I think you should slide down here and get down. I need you. Why should I throw your boots down?
But it might be easier.
No. Why? She wants her boots off. Okay, fine. Not on me. Over here. You're going to walk right with yourself. Oof. Go get your boots on. Go get your boots.
Oh, that's cool!
Go get your boots on.
I'll go to the camera.
No, I get the camera. Now we're going to move this inside and thaw our feet. Cold feet, cold feet, cold feet, we need a towel. To me, this is the best design to go with. It makes a very cute moose in a reasonable amount of time. But there are some other variations you can do. This one here, instead of using a separate balloon for the eyes, you can I brought the antlers down here and formed part of the eye with them, connected it back here, came up the other side, and then made the other antler. And then instead of using a marker, which is totally impractical, you should always just use a marker, I just took a scrap piece of black balloon and made some pupils there. I don't really care for this one, but some people might like it. Another one here, I'm just using balloons that I had around. This is not supposed to be color coordinated. Another one is you don't need to even put eyes there. You could just draw them on. Right? If you're trying to do this quickly, just draw on the different parts that you want, and that works as well. Whenever I am experimenting with a design, I tend to just use whatever color I have a surplus of and maybe I don't really care for, so that's why you get this mismatched colors here. I used a 160 for the antlers here and I really don't like them. But what I want to show you here is a unique look that you can get. Instead of using a round, use a 350. You just need a little bit of it, and you twist this in to here where the round would go. And then you take this and you kind of like make a big loop. Kind of like hinge twist it. So you get a face kind of like that. Then you break off the excess and tie it off. And it gives a very different look to the face. So if you draw some eyes on there, and you change this position, you can change it like that. It gives it a different look. It almost looks like a koala there. Or like that, it gives it a different look. But yeah, feel free to experiment and change it up, and you can get a whole variety of different looks. Well, that's about it. Don't forget to hit like and leave a comment. And if this is your first time here, we would love to have you subscribe to our channel. Back here. Sit back. I need the marker from my pants. You leave a marker in your pants.